Which teams shall we target and which teams perhaps are a swerve this week? Going through all 20 of them, all 10 fixtures in a quick fire fashion. We're spending 30 seconds per team, guys. This is our full game week preview. I'm joined by regular co-host and transfer specialist, Mr. Dean Jones. Dean, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Obviously a very busy week in transfer world, but we're combining it here with game week 3 and off we go because this is a really promising game week for me to get some points again because I had a really bad game week 2 and I'm looking for some information from myself and from you to give me some nuggets that are going to help me pick my teammates. So once we get those fixtures up on the screen, we can start zipping through them. And let's start with, it's the Dean G derby. It's Chelsea versus Fulham.
Do you want to do homes or aways? You pick.
I'm doing homes, so let's flip. And we're flipping it here because I'm bigging up Chelsea. You're going to have to big up Fulham, so it's a big test. But let's go. Let's rattle through these. Look, Chelsea do have some good assets. João Pedro is probably the top one coming into the game. Cole Palmer, as we sit here right now, a doubt for the game. Serious concerns anyway, to be honest, whether you should be picking him. He's got 1 goal since January the 14th in the Premier League. That is a long, long time. Chelsea don't really lose at home anymore, which is one reason to back them. But, you know, when they did lose? When Fulham went to Stamford Bridge on Boxing Day, beat them 2-1.
I'm sure that happened years ago on Boxing Day as well. Like 10 years ago, I remember that fixture. There's John Hartley. Hartley scored? Sunderland. Fulham. Yeah, Fulham. Anderson will get DEFCON in this football match. Anderson got DEFCON last time out against Man United. He's going to be even busier. Your floor with Anderson is probably 3 to 4 points. Like it's happening. He has become the 4.5 DEFCON defender. Him and Agbadou of Wolves and Senesi of Bournemouth will be the ones at 4.5. But it's changed the way we play FPL, and I think genuinely Fulham will keep lots of clean sheets moving forward. In terms of attack, I think we're not looking at Fulham attackers in this fixture. But yeah, I mean, the bookies have Chelsea to score 2 goals, and I absolutely see that in this one. So yeah, I even like João Pedro for captaincy. I don't hate it anyway.
Nah. Right, let's move on. Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Tottenham have not conceded a goal so far, and Vicario is the top scoring goalkeeper in the game. I can't believe it. I'd never guessed that on an eye test. Richarlison has 3 goal contributions so far, looks guaranteed to start again here, so definitely worth paying attention to. Bear in mind that Brennan Johnson has scored in both games so far. We definitely took our eyes off of him coming into the season. But he went through that spell last year. It was goal, 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 goal. Maybe he's doing that at the start of this season. And also, I've got to point out João Palhinha, an ex-Fulham hero of mine, 5.5 million, 12 points in the game so far. That is the same as to Gianni Reinders, who everyone is crowing about and saying you have to have. He's the best value pick in the game. Well, Reinders is 0.2 more than João Palhinha, who's got the same points as him right now.
Oh, interesting. I mean, Palhinha did score a goal, which isn't going to be sustainable, but I hear you. He's a good pick. And look, Bournemouth have got loads of good picks as well. Semenyo is the headline for me. Like on Monday, my early thoughts video, who do I want to buy this week? Semenyo, top of my wish list. Now maybe he's second because of United attack for captaincy, but I know I want Bournemouth attack moving forward. When you look at the fixture ticker, Bournemouth are 3rd best fixtures over the next 5 for attack. Semenyo's coming into my team very soon. Don't know if it's for this one. Centre-backs are getting DEFCON as well. Senesi is one of only 5 players that's got DEFCON in both game week 1 and 2. And Diakate looks really good. They're both 4.5 million. I always rate Bournemouth. I rate the manager so highly. They're going to cause upsets this season. Semenyo and the centre-backs at the moment are the ones.
Good stuff. Let's move on to Sunderland against Brentford, shall we? Ballard, one of the top picks in the game at the moment. 4.6 mil, already got 18 points in this game. Really good pick. Only players
He's out though. He's injured. He's apparently been ruled out for a game or 2.
Is he definitely ruled out?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? Get him anyway. The only players in that range are Calafiori, Saliba and Timber. So further down the line, you couldn't rely on him. He didn't have a red target by him.
I know the flags are so slow. That's so slow. But seeing as I get a few extra hours in the day, I've been able to check that one out today, and I can confirm he's been ruled out. I'll find out how long for.
A 3-0 home win over West Ham last time out gives you an idea of Sunderland's capabilities at home. Mayenda could be a good pick if he's fit, mate. 5.5 million you'd be getting him at.
Yeah, he is. Ballard confirmed out for 2 to 3 weeks today, but Dean in San Diego is reacting, is recording this much earlier in his day than me.
Must have been while I was asleep.
Mate, Brentford. I love the Dango move for him, like on a personal level, but also as an FPL option. I think he's a 6 million midfielder, and he's effectively playing like the Brian and Burmo most advanced man on the pitch role. So sort of inside right, high forward. Dangos are going to be a really fun pick. Outside of Dango, Damsgaard is the heartbeat of the team. I know there was big responsibility on Damsgaard under Frank. It feels like the responsibility is even bigger under Keith Andrews. Like watching him against Villa, everything, like he was central. I think they'll do well to hold on to Damsgaard because Thomas Frank must be going, I could do with a number 10 like that. So yeah, Brentford could be a little bit of fun. And I do think we'll see a couple of goals against Sunderland. I actually have that as a higher scoring game than the bookies. They've got that really low scoring. I actually think if we get an early goal, that could be like a sort of 3-4 goal game, 2-2. I don't know.
Good stuff. Let's move on to Man United versus Burnley. Matheus Cunha is got to be the most popular pick here, surely. We've seen that he's going to start every single week for Man United, and he's going to force his own chances. He'll pick up some others on the edge of the box too, I'm sure. I would be strongly advising people to go towards Cunha for this game week. United have struggled to beat teams like this in the past, so I'm a little wary about just how convincing the victory might be. Patrick Dorgu feels to me like the other must-have United player for this, not just this game week, but for this season.
Yeah. Mate, there's no Burnley players you want in your team this week, but also moving forward, it's pretty rough. They did keep a clean sheet last time out, and when they play newly promoted teams like Sunderland at Turf Moor, you can back them, but they don't have great home fixtures or away fixtures coming up. I do think players like Esteve will get some DEFCON, Dubravka will get some save points, but yeah, Burnley are swerve at the minute. You want fixtures with newly promoted teams, and Sunderland, from the three of them, have the best fixtures.
Absolutely. Wolves versus Everton. A morale boosting win in the Carabao Cup in midweek for Wolves, and Strand Larsen grabbed a couple of goals. Let's keep an eye on him, though, because he might be joining Newcastle. If he doesn't play, that will seriously impact their chances of a win. They've not scored a goal in the Premier League yet so far this season. They had 1 shot on target when they lost to Bournemouth, and they had 3 shots on target when they played against Man City.
Nice. Tino Barry got the start last time out. He didn't start game week 1. He looked good game week 2. I expect Moyes will go for the same team that was decent in game week 2. Grealish on the left is probably going to be better than Ndiaye on the right. And Ndiaye has pens, but will get some early subs. Grealish will become a 90-minute man in this team. And will Dewsbury Hall stay as the 10? Well, watch this space, because as they've now signed the kid from Southampton, Dibbling, does that mean Ndiaye goes to the 10 or Grealish goes to the 10? We could see Dewsbury Hall deeper. What will that do for his appeal? He'll still be on pen. He'll still be on corners, but and maybe better for DEFCON. But I'm not so sure he's the best 5 million pick in the game. And I think that's one of my errors. I look at players like Paulinho we've spoken about, or if you can find extra funds to a more explosive pick. And I don't think Dewsbury Hall is going to be in my squad for long.
I'm a bit worried about the rotation. Let's move on to Leeds versus Newcastle. I don't have that much positive to say about picking Leeds players right now, but if they're going to get points, it will probably be in their home matches. Look out for Stack, midfielder, only 5 million, going to be a key player for them across this season. I'll be honest, I don't really know where else I would turn right now. I don't fancy Leeds to get anything from this game, mate.
Yeah, I do like Goodmanson at 4 as an option for attacking returns, but I'm with you. Like, Newcastle are hurting. Newcastle, I think we'll see a good performance from Newcastle, even with all their injuries and suspensions. Who's going to play down the middle? Will Ursula get the pick? He looked good when he came on.
I like him.
Yeah, I do. I think he deserves an opportunity. He could go something rogue like Barnes or Alanga down the middle. I don't think he will, but Barnes and Alanga are worth like looking at for some fun, like on the counter. They've got some okay fixtures coming up now, Newcastle. I don't mind them, but yeah, this isn't a fixture I'd target. Leeds will be a tough match.
Yeah, fair enough. Brighton play against Man City on Sunday. Brighton not had a great start to the season, especially compared to what some people were expecting from them. No wins so far, but that does not mean they're incapable of winning this game. They've missed some big chances in their 2 games so far that would have given them victories both times around. It feels like it's not that far away from clicking, and they are working hard behind the scenes to make sure that this is their day. Matt O'Reilly is a good one to watch. 5.5 million. Looks like he's going to deliver solid points across this season if the eye test is to be trusted.
He should get pens back off Welbeck after that miss as well.
Shouldn't he? Yeah.
I wonder if Man City concede here. I think they do. I fancy Brighton to score. I think that's generous 29% clean sheet odds. And obviously, Ait-Nouri is going to be suspended, injured still, guys. It's very unlikely Ait-Nouri's fit for this one. Wait and see what we hear from Pep. But Haaland's still a safe bet. And I actually don't mind this fixture for Reinders. I do expect City to score. And I think this is a sort of fixture Reinders will have a bit more space because Brighton will have a go and they'll leave spaces. So yeah, I don't hate this. Don't bench Reinders. I'm seeing him on a few benches. I think it's a good one for him.
Yeah, that would seem a terrible idea to me. Let's move on to Nottingham Forest against West Ham. Forest unbeaten so far, and this does look like a nailed-on home win. Ndoye is the man to look out for. 6 million midfielder, scored a 7 and a 9-pointer, I believe, so far this season. So definitely something for us to be jumping on at some point soon. Chris Wood at home, usually worth a punt, 7.7 million. So a bit of an awkward price point, but he's Forest's second highest point scorer so far this season. He'll continue to be in and around that region across the campaign. And obviously last time out the City ground, he came up with some goods.
I don't know how West Ham started the season with 2 really highly owned FPL assets. None of their players should have been highly owned because the team they play for and the manager that's there and the setup we saw at the end of last season hasn't been working. Jarrod Bowen was highly owned. Wan-Bissaka, I think, was the second highest owned defender in the game. Guys, sell your West Ham players, all of them. You shouldn't have a West Ham player in your squad. They just don't look like they're going to pick up any results anytime soon.
Oh dear. Right, the big one, Liverpool versus Arsenal. I cannot wait. For Liverpool, Hugo Ekitike is lethal. 20 FPL points so far, and he scores every time he plays.
Yep.
Salah is 53.6% owned, and I think a lot of those are starting to wonder why. I think a lot of people will be considering getting rid of him soon. I don't know if he's brave enough to do it yet, but as a 14.5 million asset, he's not really producing at that range. If you want to back the breakout star of the season that I told you all about weeks ago, then go and get him. Rio Ngumoa, 4.5 million, just scored the late winner at Newcastle. Oh, imagine he done it again.
Yeah, enjoy those 10-minute cameos, guys. But he might continue to score. He might, I can't believe Chelsea, another Chelsea kid that didn't stay in the academy long enough. Mate, Arsenal, I mean, they are the clean sheet specialists. We all said hard start to the season. And fair enough, the fixtures are rough right now. Game week 1 clean sheet, game week 2 clean sheet. They're surely not keeping a clean sheet versus Liverpool. But the fullbacks, Timber and Calafiori, are racking up big attacking involvements as well. I don't think as an Arsenal player you're wanting your squad this week. Honestly, you can bench your Arsenal assets. If you've got a Gyökeres, you're going to start him, fine. But surely this is outside of Gyökeres. I think you're probably benching your Arsenal players. But it could be a low-scoring 0-0. Don't know. I don't know how to read this game. I'm not excited to watch it. It'll be boring.
I don't know. I think Arsenal go there and cause a surprise. Let's move on to the last game of the weekend. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Talking about boring, Aston Villa haven't scored a goal yet this season in the Premier League. So let's hope they can change that. Ollie Watkins and Rodgers have looked off the pace. If they don't deliver here, you're going to have to sell them. Maybe Villa are about to turn the corner. You've got to trust. If you've got those 2 players, you're just trusting that you hold on to him. But yeah, if they don't deliver in this encounter, then it's just impossible to hold on to them for much longer.
Mate, I'm worried about Palace for the recovery from Thursday night. Guys, do hit that like and subscribe button, by the way. We would love you to continue to support the channel. If you've got a question, drop it below. I'm slightly worried about like Munoz and minutes. Like that'll be fine now. The minutes monsters, Mateta, Munoz, but slightly concerning with the extra fixtures in there for Crystal Palace. That's 2 extra fixtures in the last week. I don't think I'll be buying them, but it's dangerous benching a player like Munoz. I benched him versus Chelsea game week 1. He got 5 points. I could be benching him this week, and I would probably expect 5 points again. So that's just the way it is. Palace are always a fun watch.
Absolutely, yeah. That's good fun, mate. Hopefully this becomes a staple of the season. Yeah, if you do enjoy it, make sure you press subscribe and a like right now. And we'll catch you all soon on the 2 live shows that we've got coming up.